Hey, what's going on, guys? John Shea here from the No Shame Income Vlog, and today I'm going to be talking about whether or not it's worth it to go out there and land $500 SEO clients. This is something I see all the time coming up. People are always wondering, should I charge a lot more for my services? Should I just try to get a bunch of clients for a low price? And I want to talk a little bit about that today and kind of answer some of those questions and hopefully put this sort of to rest for you. But if you guys are new on the channel or if you're a returning visitor, be sure to throw me a thumbs up on the video. Be sure to hit that bell notification. And if you guys have any questions or comments, feel free to leave me a comment. I'll actually come back and reply to any of your comments if you guys leave me comments on this video. And in addition, be sure to check out my future videos. I'm going to be releasing new videos each and every week. And let's kind of dive into today's video. I'll show you guys exactly all the things that I'm talking about when it comes to going out there and landing some of these low ticket clients. All right, cool. So what I really wanted to talk about today is, again, whether or not it's worth going after some of these low-end clients. Now, I've actually signed up clients in various price points over the years, and I've found that, typically there's a few things that you really have to bear in mind when it comes to working with clients, and especially when it comes to pricing. So you really have to find this happy medium. If you can find a client that is willing to pay you $500 a month, but at the same time, they're not willing to be, they're not basically breathing down your neck constantly and wondering, where that money is going, like it's some precious commodity that they're just spending this like extra money every month, and they're going to be calling you every week or maybe every other day, wondering what's going on, right? So the first thing you need to do is set some expectations about, what's going to be happening with those clients, and make sure that they're not going to be this client that's going to just ultimately end up bothering you all the time. I found that if you're working with a business that, that money they know is going towards marketing and it's going to be, going towards things that are going to move them in a positive direction, you're able to show them those results and communicate all of that month to month on a monthly basis, then you should be in the clear. But you may find that working with certain clients, you could end up in a scenario where they're just going to call you all the time and that money is going to be like it's like their last dollars they've ever spent on their business. And if you end up with businesses like that, you're just going to find it's not worth it, right? You're going to be spending more time for the amount of money that you put into this, and it's just not going to be worth it. So what I would suggest is making sure you're working with businesses that first off are not going to be, again, breathing down your neck all the time. Now, in terms of being worth it, right, there's a few different ways you could go about this. If you decide to do all the work yourself, you're going to be spending quite a bit of time on this for very little reward, in my opinion. And what I highly suggest is going to a website like Web20 Ranker, which I've pulled up for you guys, and ordering one of their services and have them doing the bulk of the work for you. So that's kind of a key thing that I've done with a lot of the businesses I've worked with. Typically, I might go and order one of these services and then, kind of a la carte get things based on that budget, right? So if I have a $500 budget, I know that maybe I want to at least take home maybe roughly around, probably no less than say like $200 or $150, knowing that I'm only going to be talking to that client maybe once a month, right? That means my work is going to be very minimal if I have someone else doing the actual SEO work, and all I'm basically going to be doing is communicating with that client and reporting to them what I've been working on, which essentially someone else is doing for me, such as Web20 Ranker. So if we go to shop by category, they actually have a solution here where you can get Google My Business SEO monthly. So I'm going to go to this service just to give you guys an idea of how this might work. You can see that they charge $297 a month. And in fact, I may even have a discount code, which if I remember, I'll leave it below in the description for you guys. But the way this would work is, let's say I sign up that $500 a month client, I could immediately go and order this service and now pocket that $200. Now, again, if you have a client that, is fairly easy to work with and you just are working with them month to month, these guys are going to go ahead and they're going to set up an entire spreadsheet where they're going to show you, hey, here are all the things that we've done. Here's kind of the month to month to month of all the work that they're putting into it. And they'll give you general, like kind of vague reports on some of that stuff, but you'll have a pretty good idea of everything that's going on. So typically what you can do is, ordering a service like this, you could just go to the client once a month, send them the report based on what Web20 sends you, and more or less you're going to collect $200 and hopefully have maybe spent 5 to 10 minutes on a phone call with them and potentially sent a few emails here over the months. Now, I've done this with a whole wide range of clients and it works really, really well. Again, so long as you can find the right clients. But what I would say here is this isn't very difficult to get started with. They actually have step-by-step instructions. So when you order, you have this whole dashboard that they give you, like a walkthrough of how to go and submit all the information. So you have this special dashboard that you can get access to, where you can go in, log in, get access to all your reports and everything that they're working on. So it makes it so simple for you to white label the entire process. They don't put like any logos or branding on anything. So all the work that they complete, you're actually going to be able to pass that on to the client. You also have a few additional options if you want to do like these boosted links or other additional a la carte services. You can do some of that stuff as well. So maybe you order this monthly service and you do that for like say 6 months. They do a lot of the base level stuff like citations, getting business listings added, doing image optimization, fixing up my Google My Business page. You could then maybe order like one of these link outreach programs, and they have different packages going from like basic all the way to premium. And depending on how many links you want to get, like you could basically choose like, hey, I'm just going to do like one standard link every month for $150. And now you could start profiting more of that money. And ultimately, you're still going to be doing things that could help them get higher rankings for your client. So generally, this is mainly going to work with local SEO clients. I definitely don't recommend taking on like national clients that are trying to rank for search terms that are all over the country. If you only have a $500 budget, I've almost never taken a client that is that low a budget. But with local SEO, if you took like a local electrician that was in the map pack, and for those of you who don't understand, I'm gonna just do a quick search. So if we do like electrician and I just search like a local city near me, you can see there's this map pack here of these 3 businesses that show up. This is an ad. And if we click on more businesses, if I scroll down, like this guy Raymond, he's probably not the guy who's gonna get the first call if I was looking for an electrician. I'd probably pick one of these like 5 or 6 other businesses first. So if I went and contacted Raymond and was like, hey, I want to work with you to help you rank higher on Google, you're going to get more calls, a lot more business, we'll help you get more reviews. You could then get him to invoice, you invoice him that $500, and then you would then go and simply just order one of the services on Web20 Ranker. So again, very straightforward process. I didn't want to overcomplicate this for you guys, but generally my opinion has been, if you do have these lower budget clients that can't afford to spend more than $500, this is a great way to do it without you needing to be in there trying to do everything on your own. If you do decide to do some of the work on your own, I'll kind of give some tips on things that maybe I would do if I were to just take this budget and I didn't want to go spend money with Web20. What I would probably do is focus on-page optimization and fixing up their site, like making sure that all of their title tags, meta descriptions, and their overall content on the website is solid. I would probably order some one-off citation services, because that's something very grueling if you were to do it by yourself, going out there and like manually adding businesses to all these directory sites. You could spend anywhere from $25 to $50 and get some of those services. In addition to that, I would go and get access to their Google My Business page, which you're going to need anyways. And I would spend some time going through and actually adding new photos, making sure that they know how to get more reviews on their page, adding any videos that they might have, just doing all the optimizations so that the profile is 100% complete and you've done all the basic things that are needed so that these listings are, basically getting the most, that they can be in terms of traction. So this is something that's very powerful. It's going to help them get a lot more calls, a lot more inquiries for their business, and just overall going to help them. So like, you can even see with this business, like he has a bunch of photos, but he doesn't even have his business hours here. So because of that fact alone, this example business I pulled up at random, I mean, they're basically missing out on the ability to actually show up higher just because they're missing business hours on this page. So these are little things that you can go and do on your own if you chose to collect that money and not use a provider like Web20 Ranker. But anyway, I'll leave a link below to Web20 Ranker. I'm also going to leave a special link that if you guys do decide to buy through me, I'll leave a coupon code where you could actually get a percentage off your first order. That will give you guys some ability to make some extra, make some extra cash on these deals. Again, my suggestion would be to focus more on sales and finding businesses that need your help with Google Maps optimization and less time actually performing all of the work, so you can bring in more clients and ultimately make more money. If that all makes sense to you guys, I hope you like what I had to say. And again, leave me a comment, any questions, and I'll see you in the future videos.